I'm thirsty. Couple commas made a purchase. Couple waves ain't surfing. Couple waves ain't surfing. Oh, what you want to eat, done? Look, I do what I want fast. Just decide for it.
It's finally here, the Titan Fitness Cambered Multi-Grip Bar. So a couple of months ago, I did a review of the Titan Fitness Angled Multi-Grip Bar. And I had several people comment saying how the Angled Multi-Grip Bar isn't a great bar, that I should definitely try this one out. So I figured, what the heck, I pulled the trigger, bought this bad boy. I want to see what all you guys are talking about. I want to see how great this bar is. I've never used a cambered bar like this for bench press. I've only used one like the Kabuki bar or a bow bar, one that has a full bend the entire length of the bar. So I'm excited to try this one out. Without further ado, let's open this bad boy up. And as you can see, I will always do in my videos what the box looks like. Absolutely fantastic. I tell you what, I think Titan Fitness raised their prices a little bit over the past month or so, and maybe they're just putting all that money towards their shipping department because it looks pretty damn good. There you go. All right, run this all on this side. There you go. Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see. Man. All right. It's packaged really well. Nice. Oh man, that stuff makes a mess. So, I know you can already see a little bit through this plastic wrap, but everybody I know comes to my channel to watch this part of the video. So, put this bad boy in slow motion.
She wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita, but definitely set this party off right.
Oh my gosh. You guys weren't lying. Wow. Okay. Okay, first inspection. I know on their website they say that this is a high quality powder coat. And I said, dude, I can't even begin to tell you how much better quality this one is than the Angled Multi-Grip Bar because it's just so clean. Even like the welds look better than the other bar. That knurling is solid. Because even the other bar, it had like a coating on it, but it wasn't this powder coat. And this powder coat is, I think, very crucial for a lot of bars like this, where you don't necessarily get the best grip on the bar. That powder coat will help make sure that that bar doesn't slip out of your fingers. Like I said, there are a lot of other companies that I've used specialty bars from, and a lot of them in the multi-grip bar selection don't have a knurling on their bars, so it's extremely difficult. And then to top that off, they don't powder coat the bar. So it's like this really slick layering of paint that they put on it. And so it's really tough to bench super heavy with and not be kind of afraid that that bar is going to fall on your face. But man, this bar is really nice. So on the angled multi-grip bar, there were these little Titan stickers right here they just peeled away. They peeled away within like a day of having that bar. So I'm glad that rather than trying to like brand their bar, they just went ahead and did away with it just to clean it up a little bit. It looks really good. There's this tiny little bit right here where you can kind of tell where like the knurling doubled over. But like, honestly, I'm not that picky. But I know companies like Rogue, in a situation like that, where the knurling kind of crosses over each other and creates like just like a little piece that sticks out, they will just send that off into their boneyard collection. But yeah, I mean, besides that, man, this is clean. Titan Fitness, shout out to you guys for doing such a great job and increasing quality of your products. It's phenomenal, man. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and work out. I'm gonna bench press heavy with this, see what I can work up to. I'm gonna work up to a little 1 RM, see how I'm feeling. And then I will let you guys know after my first workout with it, what I think, right? So obviously appearance means a lot, opening it up, checking it out, but I also wanna let you guys know how it feels. What is my first reaction to working out with this bar? Do I think it's gonna be beneficial? Do I think that it's gonna have a place in my program long term? So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and work out. I'll show you guys some clips of the workout right here. And then what I'll do is I wanna go over the science and reasoning behind using a specialty bar, why you should buy the Titan Fitness cambered multi-grip bar or the Titan Fitness angled multi-grip bar. So I'll go over all of that. And then at the end of this video, and I'll have little timestamps at the bottom of this video, so if you don't want to watch the workout, then you can kind of move along to that area. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to do a exercise index. I'm going to show you guys a couple of different ways that you can use this bar. Obviously, it's made for bench pressing, but there are a multitude of variations that you can do with this bar. Not just bench pressing, but rows and curls and tricep extensions, a ton of other things. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the workout and show you guys how a world record holder bench presses with this bar. Let's do it.
Remember when you had to take a bar to my drove the snowfield? Yeah, you probably don't remember half the shit that nigga did for you. Yeah, you ain't really fuck with me way back then, but how about now? Cause I'm up right now.
So thirsty. Couple commas made a purchase. Couple waves ain't surfing. Couple waves ain't surfing.
Oh.
What you want when you got it. You do what you want when you got it. You do what you got it. You do what you look. Stand on some money and look. I do what I want in space. Just decide for it. It's a trench coat.
Whew. So that's a wrap on my workout. I know you guys see me out of breath. I promise I did more than what you just saw. So that was 407 on the bench press. This bar weighs 47 pounds, so it's typically 405 plus an additional 2 pounds. So far from the first workout, I really like this bar. Like I said, and I assumed from the beginning how the powder coat mixed with this, it's like a moderately aggressive knurling, provides really good grip. I had to use a little bit of chalk, but that's to be expected because I'm going so heavy. Now, some things about this bar. It might just be my rack because I had the same issues with the angled multi-grip bar. The distance between here and here is too wide for my rack. So I had to make some adjustments, kind of tug on the bottom of the rack to kind of give me just a little bit of separation. But even at that, I only had probably like 1/4 of an inch most between this part and the upright. So if I was slightly off when I went to rack it, I would have just like slammed this into the upright. So the distance is 41 inches. So I would just make sure that the width of your rack is like 42 inches at least, just because you want a little bit of leeway just in case you get off-centered with the bar. That's gonna be really my only complaint. As you can see from what I did in the video, this bar is very versatile, which is one thing that I always say when buying garage gym equipment, is you don't have the space to buy a million things. Even if you have a 2 or a 3 car garage, you have to kind of condense your items to make sure you get the biggest bang for your buck. This bar right here, as you can see from the exercise index after this, can be used for a multitude of different things. In the video, you saw me bench pressing with this part touching my chest. So this bar is a 2-inch cambered. So that's almost like doing, similar to like a 2-board, like a board press. So this part touches the chest, but this is where my hands are. So it reduces the range of motion. And then you can flip it to where you're getting more range of motion. If you were to go that route, you're gonna get a massive stretch throughout that serratus anterior, all those tissues right there, and help decrease likeliness of injury in the future to the pectorals. So that is a huge plus for this bar. Some other things with this bar is there's 2 different styles of grips. There's 2 different neutral grips here, which you can go here or just a little bit outside shoulder width apart. The neutral grip and this grip right here helps to eliminate stress on the shoulder joint. Anytime that you have a straight bar and you're coming down, especially if you go elbows flared out, you're gonna put a ton of stress on the anterior portion of the shoulder. Taking this right here, coming right in, keeping the elbows close to the side, will help make sure that you're focusing on putting a huge emphasis on the triceps. Which leads me into my next topic. You will not be able to do with this bar what you can do with a regular barbell. This handle right here will emphasize tricep strength. It will reduce how much you activate the pecs, which is a huge plus for some people who have pec injuries or issues with their pecs. But at the same time, you have to understand that a PR with this bar is completely different from a PR with a regular barbell. Now, you have those 2 neutral grips, and then you have a 45-degree angle, the angled grip. This grip is going to be more of a close grip because of how far it is in. So with this, you can do a max effort bench press with this, but the same thing, you gotta understand that that's completely different. That's a completely different stimulus, and you won't be able to go up as much in weight. However, the 45-degree angle, and this is something that I like about the angled grip bar, is that that angle puts you in a very similar position to what you should be in a regular bench press. When you bench press, your hands are right there, right, holding onto the barbell, but you want to come down at a 45-degree angle with the elbows. So this will simulate that, and in return, increase your barbell bench press. So yes, I think this bar can be an awesome tool to add into your regimen to increase your bench press strength and also reduce stress on the shoulders and the pecs. Now, in terms of price, this bar, as always, Titan Fitness crushes competition, and because it's such a great quality, you have to just go with this bar compared to some of the other companies. It's only $179. I believe I paid $194 shipped, so it's under $200. Whereas if you go through Rogue, Elite FTS, or any of the other companies out there, you're gonna pay upwards of like $275 for this bar. And it's, I'm telling you, is extremely great quality. And it has this knurling here, which, like I said earlier, is something that a lot of companies don't put on their specialty bars. And for those of you who are big benchers, this is gonna be phenomenal. It's got 1,000-pound capacity. As you saw me earlier, I benched 407 with it, and this thing is built like a tank. So you have no issues with this thing breaking down, bending, welds breaking off. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. And that's my review of the Titan Fitness Cambered Multi-Grip Bar. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stick around. I will be putting the exercise index coming up next, and you can see all the different ways to implement this bar into your program. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button for me so it can help me reach more people and help increase bench presses all across the world. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe so that way you can see all the upcoming content. I will be doing a review on the Bison and the Yukon bar for Titan Fitness, as well as some monolift attachments and other items I have coming in. So be sure to hit subscribe so that way I can come up on your feed and you can see when those videos drop. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this exercise index. And as always, be sure to stay strong.
Love my brother, cut him in on anything. And you know you can't stop this. Yeah, she